when that ball was up in the air, 2007 World Cup final, and it was landing towards you, was there a part of you that got a little scared? What if I drop it?
I was only looking forward to stop one boundary at Misbah. I don't know. Thank you, Misbah. Bye. He played that shot. I don't know why.
What did Hayden say to you after you got his wicket in that semi-final?
In a press, said that he is the most overrated bowler. If you say that to me, something triggers.
The 2008 IPL, that whole thing with Bhajiba, what was happening in your head when it had just happened and that video had come out? It became the biggest IPL news.
I couldn't take the fact that he would do it. When that incident happened, I was just shocked. I didn't cry because of the pain. It was because of heart.
I am very curious about Kochi, Tuskers, Kerala.
Oh man, I am too. They have to pay a lot of money.
Really?
Still they haven't.
They owe you money?
You should get Muralidharan sir. You should get Mahela and all in your show. They will only tell you.
They owe all the cricketers of that squad money. It was a very iconic squad, by the way.
Yeah, man.
Even when this whole thing got announced, that whole RR controversy and all.
क्रिकेटर है श्रीशांत
श्रीशांत को आप किस तरह से याद रखना चाहेंगे?
The way they were calling me in media channels a Deshdrohi. The channel showed a no ball which I bowled maybe 3 or 4 games before that. And they showed the close-up saying that Sri bowled a no ball.
Sreesanth was on my original list when we were figuring out guests for the podcast because I've wanted to have this conversation with him for years and I finally got to do it on TRS. It's a very heartfelt, very detailed episode. And if you're a cricket fan from that era of cricket, when we were seeing a young MS Dhoni lead that young, potent Indian team to glory on the world stage, you're going to enjoy the heck out of this episode. But generally, as is the case with all TRS cricket podcasts, this is an inside look of a cricketer's mind. We're going to take a deep dive into psychology and emotional conversation with heroes of Indian cricket. It's Sreesanth on the Ranveer Show. Very special episode. Watch it till the end. I've visualized this podcast for a very long time. Sreesanth bhai,
Really?
welcome to TRS.
Thank you. I'm really grateful. Yeah, thank you for having me.
We are very, very grateful. All of us here are cricket fans.
Oh, thank you very much.
And
Thanks.
we are trying to keep you very normal by not fanboying on you.
No. Please. I am just a normal person because I always believe. How do I say? The fame is something. This is my dad's line. Fame is something which you always cherish, but that is not the end of it, right? So, at the end of the day, we are all human beings, and we have worked maybe slightly more harder. That doesn't make you a superstar. Media and the people around you might make you a superstar, but then God's been kind. I think something which I've learned throughout my year is that we are just another person. Yeah, that's why when I walked in, I was just like, oh wow, oh not bad, bro. So I'm really proud. I'm genuinely thank you.
No, we're very grateful for having you here. How are you, brother?
I'm good. I'm great. God's been kind. Living a life with not much expectations. I'll be honest with you. I love something I was just going through your Insta and all that, and something you said, not really good planning, but God's plan. So something which I started believing because my grandmother used to say, have your plan set, but you don't get disappointed and don't have regrets. So right now, as we speak, I'm extremely happy and I'm grateful for every moment, and I'm so happy that I have got 2 lovely angels at home waiting for me to come back home, and my mom, dad, everything is good. So yeah, it took some time, but as you asked me, how are you? I'm better than good.
I have way too many questions for you.
Please.
Way too many questions for you. So first, the fan in me wants to ask one question, okay? When that ball was up in the air, 2007 World Cup final, and it was landing towards you, was there a part of you that got a little scared? What if I drop it?
Not really. I will be honest, not saying it for the show, but then I clearly remember I've been asked this question many times wherever I go. So the catch before that of Afridi's, that was more difficult because I had to run all the way from long off and then take it in literally in mid-on. So that was a difficult catch. So I will say that was much more difficult and under more pressure because if Afridi had stayed there, I think match would have got over much earlier. And after that, the last World Cup catch, I have to thank Robin Singh sir. Thank you, sir. Genuinely grateful because
Thank you, sir.
yeah, because Robin sir was our fielding coach and he used to give us very difficult catches and used to say one day or the other you're going to go through this where you will have to take those catches. I was prepared because that match didn't go according to my plan because semi-final I was 4 overs 12 for 2 against Australia and like kuch karna hai, and then I go to the finals. I went for I think 4 overs for 48 or something and I only got 1 wicket. Then I was looking forward. If any youngster is watching, I want to tell this that I was only looking forward to stop one boundary or maybe do something great in that game. So that people, you're known for your last performance, right? So I was actually prepared, not for a catch, not to give double to Misbah. But Misbah, I don't know. Thank you, Misbah. Bye. Salute. He played that shot. I don't know why. That to a medium pace bowler like Jogi Bhai. If it was a fast bowler, maybe should have gone for a 6 or boundary. But Jogi Bhai, first again, Jogi Bhai well bowled because nobody expected that catch to be there. And then, as I said earlier, सच में I had nothing in my head. It was more of, I think in the highest state of, it was just blank. I wanted to do something for the country in that game and the catch came. It actually slipped a bit. I had a little hairline. Even now you can actually see it's like I had this injury in Scotland warm-up game, which I never told anybody. But then thanks to John Gloucester, the physio, thanks to Mahi Bhai, for making me play that game throughout the World Cup. Otherwise, I would have been sent home because any injury, you can't play that match. So, so the ball actually hit my index finger and it just went. And I said, Pakad le bhai. It was more like, catch it. So then I remember Usain Bolt fan. Everybody's Usain Bolt fan because you asked me. I remember I threw that ball like that. And then the next thing I know was the World Cup is ours. Unbelievable. It was, one more thing for this show. I still have the cricket ball.
Really? For real?
I do.
Damn. What we spoke about, how God plans certain things. God, in so many ways, planned it for your legacy to be that exact moment which was caught on TV. Sreesanth takes it.
Thanks to Ravi sir, Ravi Shastri sir. I think now I am into broadcasting and when you're in Star Sports, I am genuinely grateful because wherever you go, no matter what people say, at the end of the day, in there and Sreesanth takes it. So when that happens, wherever you go, it's like, wow, that's something which cannot be deleted or removed from the history. So one way, I always thank my parents because I always believed, before the show, you're just discussing about the Ranji trophies and stuff. So I never knew that, I am going to be that guy who's going to take that catch. And fortunately or unfortunately, till I think World Cup is nearing, I would love to see another catch taken by, I don't know, maybe Sanju Samson if he makes the squad. Somebody from the Indian team who wins the World Cup again because it's been ages, man. So, I'm just waiting for that moment where I can be that guy. Maybe in some language, maybe Hindi, English, I'm doing Tamil, I'm doing Malayalam. So, I don't know which language I'll be in. I would love to be that person, the voice behind the way the first World Cup I took the catch and Ravi Shastri sir was talking for me. This can be like someone else is doing something and I can finish off. Yeah, that will be nice. I never thought about it.
Manifested in this room.
Mein.
We've had Veerubhai on the show as well.
I just saw it. I have his gloves. Veerubhai is somebody who's stood by me throughout and I have immense respect for Virendra Sehwag, Veerubhai. Even when it comes to anything for that matter, he's somebody who stood by me and my family and I have immense respect for him.
Yeah. He was kind enough to give us.
He is brilliant. I have his gloves. I have his... not many cricketers gives gloves, bat and all that. So Veerubhai has given me cricket bat. He's given me gloves. Sachin Paji hardly gives cricket bats. I have a Sachin Paji's cricket bat also. His gloves with his autograph. Uthappa has given me. Uthappa hardly gives cricket bat. So God's been kind certain. But I love the way they give it.
Yeah.
Once they say and tell you to do something and you end up doing like getting a fifer for the country or get this guy out, I'll get you a glove. Then it's like that internal motivation and external added pressure. It's pressure. So then you make it a pleasure. So yeah.
How was pre-captaincy Thala?
Oh, class. Pre and even now he's just the same.
Same guy, pre-captaincy also.
Yes, he was very quiet. He was very shy. And I remember the first time I met Mahibai was Duleep Trophy in Dharamshala when I played for South Zone, and he was in East Zone and he was not playing. In fact, Deepdas Gupta was the captain and he was not in the 11. And I met Mahibai during the matches, and then after that we had a dinner. So he was sitting quietly with his long hair in a corner. And I still have that picture also. Maybe I can share it with you. We just had a normal conversation, and I asked him because he was playing for Indian Airlines also. And just a normal conversation. Hi, how are you? Blah, 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 all that. And then you end up seeing him playing the finals and scoring 100 in the Duleep Trophy. And then rest is history. He goes to India A Tour, wins man of the matches. Then he comes to the Indian squad, scores that big 100 against Pakistan. Then he scores. I was fortunate to watch that 183 against Sri Lanka.
148 and 183.
Yeah, 148 against Pakistan and 183 against Sri Lanka. I think that was in Jaipur, if I'm not wrong. So I was part of that, not the Pakistan. And Dhoni had come to with India-Pakistan match in Kochi where I was the net bowler. So I was bowling in the nets, and I remember talking to him, and he was new to the face, and he was literally saying the things like, oh my God, what I just said about in 2007, atmosphere, and I can't believe it. It's a great atmosphere. You all should work hard. He was like that man who motivates you and makes you realize your full potential. Even now, if you look at any player from CSK, he will tell you the same thing, that even Indian team, he's somebody who will tell you things which you might know, but you might have forgotten. And he will make sure, one of the biggest qualities of Mahibai is that he will get you what you really need, not what want. So the need is much bigger. That's something which I believe in also. There are certain things which you want to do, but there are a lot of things you need to do. So Mahibai is that who will get you realize your full potential, and then you're like, oh my God, am I this good?
Yeah.
So he's the same. Yeah, he's before and after same.
What do you remember about the dressing room vibe and the team environment in the 2007 T20 World Cup when nothing was expected of you guys, to be honest?
I remember everything here. We were in Durban, and that was our home ground, and we never felt as if we were away from India, because the big thanks to all the entire Indians in South Africa. Big salute to everybody, because
It's a sea of brown.
genuinely you are the reason. You are the reason, and the flags. You guys are the reason, because the motivation and the inspiration which they gave us, even in we were the most underrated team. We were rated after Zimbabwe, in fact, even though we won. We had 100% victory because we defeated South Africa in a T20 alone. One T20 game we had.
Which Virubhai had
DK was the man of the match. Dinesh Karthik won the man of the match. I clearly remember he hit those winning sixes and stuff.
Yeah.
I got that 1 wicket in that game. I think it was Albie Morkel.
I think it was the first T20 India
Ever played, and we won. So we had a 100% winning rate, even though we played only one game. So, but then there was no Sachin Paji, there was no Zahir Bhai, there was no Rahul Bhai, Dada. So when we went to South Africa, I clearly remember all the media. They were not even interested in taking interviews. Okay, gaya hua hai. This is the first time T20 is happening. It's okay, let the youngsters go and have fun. Even including, if you really seen certain reviews where even the board were never interested in sending us. Yeah. Okay, and we reached there. Dhoni bhai was very cool about it. Dhoni bhai was like, hi, enjoy karenge. We'll give our very best. I don't need to tell you what to do. Every individual in a team knows their responsibility. I am the captain, but you should be open enough to come and say, I want to do this. I can get it done. So he gave us that freedom. So in that way, I'm just grateful that, even when you look at that Hayden's wicket in semi-finals, that was my last over. I had bowled already 3 overs, and that was in Durban, and we had to win the match. And in fact, when they're running conversation, in fact, I even went and told, "Mujhe dila do na, please, yaar, 1 over," because I had this. How do I say, Kida? That I always wanted to get the best batsman out.
We know you're the Kida.
Yeah, I love to win that match when there's a huge partnership or someone is trying to destroy India or something like that.
That's how you're remembered also.
Yeah, I always love that. I always love bowling, whether it's King Charles Lara during a test match. I remember he scored a 400 and I wanted to get him out. So I literally begged, Rahul bhai, please, Rahul bhai, one more over. And I got him. So same thing happened in. So Mahi bhai always supported that decision making capability of every individual. It can be the manager also. Sometimes say, "Isko maybe if he is good enough, he can get him." So I think the biggest thing I learned in that World Cup was something which I learned in one of your Insta thing, which you always said, I don't really plan. It's God's plan. So that World Cup was not really planned. It just happened. And with all those blessings and all those cricket lovers across the globe, especially Indians who actually prayed, I think prayers do wonders and big time. I clearly remember we won that World Cup. It's not, I will not say luck. It is just pure prayers and blessings of a lot of people who wanted to see India win the World Cup because they saw the 2050 over loss. So when you win something that big, at that time it was a small thing. Now you people realize it was not a fluke. We worked really hard. The coaches, we talk about the ball out. Venkatesh Prasad, the bowling coach, made sure we practiced ball outs. You spoke about my catch. Robin sir made sure we take 100 to 150 catches every match, every day when you go to the ground. We had special, even Lalsan sir used to listen to everybody's opinion and he used to make sure everything is done on time. Mahi bhai as a captain, the manager, every individual there was brilliant. And the best thing was Mahi bhai. Mahi bhai was like, jisko jo karna hai, karo. But let's give our very best. So that was it, man. And first thing I remember, 2007 World Cup, the first game, I don't know how many people remember. Scotland versus India match got washed out, where I got injured. And the very next day, we had a India versus Pakistan match. And the last over, they needed 6 balls, 11 runs to win. I was the bowler. And I bowled the first ball, went for a boundary. Second, I will clearly tell you that it was a 2 balls, 1 run to win. Okay. And obviously, I had the severe pain, and I was literally, if you look at the videos, I am actually holding the ball. If you can give me the ball, I can actually show you.
Sure. It's a ball signed by Glenn McGrath.
Oh my God. I have a t-shirt which is signed by him. So, during that match, till that boundary which went off it was 3 balls, 5 runs to win. And the third ball, 4th ball went for a boundary. Till then, I was holding the ball like this, literally. Okay? Because this was very painful. But then I walked back and I said, 2 ball pe 1 run chahiye. Everybody had their opinion. And Pakistan was celebrating. They were like, yeah, come on, we are defeating India. No, bro. Not when you are alive. Yeah, sorry. So, and see, that's what I'm saying. That was there in my head. I was like, Sach mein yaar, I have to really thank once again Hamza Cheta, you are the man. Because I remember club matches, I've done it. Because when we play I played a lot of tennis ball matches. So whenever we play tennis ball matches, I used to love coming around the stumps and taking it away from. Now you see it very often in it. But at that time, nobody knew about it because it was not many tennis ball matches. All I told myself is, Shree, pain, it's okay. 2 balls, 1 run. Die fighting. If this goes worse, anyway, I'm going home. But in case, if I win, I can get it cured. And we have 3-4 days rest. Right? So in my head, I had 2 possibilities. Okay. Then I said, it was such me. It was really painful. So I said, Krishna, it's like something which we say in Kerala. Krishna Guru Ayappa, Om Saraswati Katolane. Bro, I can still say that moment I was not even thinking, I just said, run in hard and hit the deck hard. Give your very best. Look at where you want to bowl and have a clear idea. When everybody was talking, I bowled the first ball. And everybody was against me bowling round the stumps. Tu over the stumps se maar kha raha hai, abhi around the stumps se kyun डाल रहा है? That's what the question was. So I said, please have faith. Beaten. He was shocked because that was 143. Before that, I was bowling at 128, and because of the pain, I was bowling at 133. 143 got beaten. The very next ball, I'm going back, oh, not bad. I was like, not bad, Sri. beat भी होता है T20 में. So I went back and I said, Shri, please yaar, just one more ball. Just one more. And I would love to share to all the youngsters who is going to take up cricket. One failure doesn't make you a failure, because in 2006 Test series against Collingwood, we had 16 overs and we couldn't get number 11 batsman out. So I was one of the bowler with Munaf and everybody couldn't get him out, and we would have, but still we won the Test series because we won the Jamaica Test. But I had that in my head. In that Test match, I was thinking only about celebration because I was so confident, overconfident that I'll get him out, number 11, right? In this, that experience really helped me, and I just prayed and I just said, one more. I just ran in. I don't know how. God's been so kind. I gave my all out, something which we learned in MRF Peace Foundation, thanks to all the training. 145, it was 90 miles. One of the fastest in that T20 I bowled. Goes to Yuvraj Paji, comes to me, run out, and then ball out. In the first game ever, the very first game T20 and ball out was been a conversation, and nobody was practicing except Indian team. Thanks to. So that's what I said. Entire team deserved that win. It was not a fluke. It was just, we were ready and we had players who believed in everybody, each other. And if you look at Rohit's run out of Kemp, if Kemp had stayed, they would have won. We would have been out. There were so many people. Robin, one of the best knocks against Pakistan. Robin played that knock. That was very crucial. Viru Bhai, Gauti Bhai, everybody played a huge role. So
throughout the tournament, everyone had contributed.
Absolutely, everybody. And Glenn just bowl here. He wants it back.
You want to show? कुछ और दिखाना है कि रख दो जी?
नहीं, हाथ में पकड़ सकता है ना fast bowler हो.
नहीं, I'm kidding. But I always wondered this as a fan, okay? Because when we were watching T20, we also didn't know what to expect in 2007.
Oh man.
Because all of us are 90s kids, at least from
but
that.
we had genuinely certain matches when we were going like, Sham ko वैसे भी flight hai. But then deep inside when you wear that Indian jersey, which you are wearing now, so when you wear that jersey, it's like pride. Okay, pride for me is personal responsibility in delivering excellence. So if anybody can do it, it's not arrogance. You got to take the responsibility if you're given an opportunity. Yeah. So that's something which I loved, man. I just enjoyed, and I was fortunate that every individual, not just 2007 World Cup, I'm telling you, even club cricketers who's watching this, who's tennis ball cricketers, everybody's got a story where like there was pain, niggles, but then they win. That one ball might change your career. So I think for me, that 2 balls extended my career for the next five years. That's what I think.
At the highest level, when you're trying to bowl a really fast delivery, does it take something away from your body? Like, is there something you run out of while bowling that very fast ball?
I believe in Kapil Dev Paji, the legend, have always told us. I was fortunate to work with him in NCA when he was the chairman and all. He's the one who showed me how to bowl in cutter. He helped me a lot. So he had this theory that the more you bowl, the better you get. The more you play matches, the better you get. Nowadays, youngsters just wants to bowl that 3 hours, 2 hours, even in practice. If you don't practice, and then you come and give a speech saying, oh, bowl so many overs. Come on, man. That is when most of the injuries happen. Most of the injuries happen because the body is not used to it.
What about these freaks who hit like 160 kmph? How is that possible in the human body? I've always wondered.
It is very much possible because at the end of the day, you need to have fast-twitch fibers. Certain people are born with it. Then we do a lot of, in MRF Pace Foundation, we do a lot of rotational exercises. You love fitness. So we do a lot of explosive fitness. So it's a mixture of making sure your core is very strong, your legs are strong, your shoulders are strong. At the end of the day, like a balanced team, not just balanced exercises, balanced diet, how well you sleep. That's what, if something goes away is that if you are not recovered, a lot of people emphasize on training. Something which I learned from Ramji sir is you have to emphasize on recovery. You need to recover from a post-match or maybe a post-training session. You need to recover. You need to hydrate. You need to eat the right kind of food. I am against those people who actually say, मैं कुछ भी खाता था. नहीं यार, I mean, that is a wrong message to the world. It is not something you should be saying.
What's the angriest you've ever been on a cricket field?
Nell, man. Andrew
That's
Nell.
the angriest you remember yourself.
And Hayden, many times, I'll be honest. There are so many times, but something which I remember is Nell for sure, because even Boucher, the keeper, Gully se koi, I don't know who was in, whoever was saying it, they only showed what Nell said to me. They never said what others said to me. They were abusing my mom. They were abusing my country. So when that happens, unfortunately, I was not big enough to hit anybody. The only answer I could give was get out or hit out and get the ball and do what you are good at. Get them all out. I had no intention of hitting him for a six. It's just that Zahir Bhai ka thing, I remembered maybe it will tukka laga to laga, theek hai, I will watch the ball. If you look at the video, I just stepped out. So I was very, very angry. I wanted to hit him. But the music came, shooting happened. Then the other angry part is Hayden. Hayden told in a press, and now we are colleagues, and I love him off the field. Off the field, he's a great guy. But I remember he had said that he is the most overrated bowler. Bro, if you say that to me, something triggers, as maybe because of my upbringing from my cousins, where they never gave me an opportunity to play cricket. They made me wait. My dad made me wait to buy my first cycle. Everything for me was a lot of wait. I had to literally wait, patience. वो तो घर पे, they have taught me from this age. I was born with a very bad tumor. I had to go for a surgery and stuff. So I have been very patient in my life. So maybe when somebody says you can't do it, you're not good enough. I think I bowled a maiden to Hayden in a World Cup final, which nobody thought was possible. And in fact, I bowled a maiden in finals also. So yeah, I was very angry with the Australian team because in a good way, what I meant to say is the anger was to show the world Indians are brilliant. We Indians don't mean, we are not just walk away, because they used to say, if you're in out of form, play against India. No. I don't know about past, but as long as, I don't know whether it's ahangar, but I can say this. When I am alive, if I got a ball in my hand, I'm going to run in hard. If you are good enough, you might get top of me. But the next match when I see you, I know what you're good at. So I am not going to give up unless until the match is over. So Hayden's wicket was big thing for me. Not just once. I think I got a few times, and Gilchrist also a few times. And yeah.
What did he say to you when you got his wicket in the semi-final? Because he said
You should ask
something
me who is the batsman when you never got angry?
Who?
AB de Villiers.
Because he's a cutie.
Whenever he walked in, I got him out. So love you. I did not have to say anything. All I had to say was, oh man, I got a special ball for you this time. And he used to wait for that and he used to get out for some reason. Yeah. So what you asked me, the other one was?
What did Hayden say to you after you got his wicket in that semi-final?
Looking forward to the one-day series, because they were coming home when they lost. They never thought, man, because 1999, Australia wins the World Cup. 2003, Australia wins the World Cup. 2007, Australia wins the World Cup. They come to South Africa. Everybody said Australia is going to win the World Cup. They come to semi-finals against India. Uthappa plays a insane knock, crazy knock of 70 plus, where he hit, I remember Bretley for a flick, and it went 120 meters or something in Durban. It's just flying sixes. Then I get to bowl. God's been kind. I could deliver what I expected of me, because I had told one of my very close, what you call a journalist brother, Chetan, because he calls me and says, today who are you getting out? So I said, I love to get the captains out. And that match, Gilchrist was the captain, and I got him out first bowl. With the bowl which I bowled to him, the first bowl, he got out. So for me, every game, if somebody tells or gives that chavi, and Dhoni bhai also used to do sometimes, abhi tu dikha, inke khilaf aggression dikha. So I used to enjoy that. I used to enjoy
being doubted.
Yes, and being doubted, and when it's difficult, when it's very difficult position, I enjoyed it.
After the World Cup win, I think it was the IPL in the next year itself, or in that year. I think it was that year. What were you guys going through as players when the first ever auction was on? Were you all following the auction?
Yeah, absolutely. That was huge, man.
Were you all sitting together and following?
On and off, because we were playing CB series and we were in Sydney, I think, and we won the first game and the series was going on. And if you win one more game, then we had won the series, and we did that.
It was the Praveen Kumar's series.
Yeah, PK, Ishant Sharma, and I remember. I think it was Mahi Bhai's first one-day series victory abroad and defeating Australia in Australia.
Right.
They being the world champions. Sri Lanka was it was a triangular series, and we won. And we were all in. I remember everybody coming. 600,000 US. Oh, nice. 300. 500. So they were all going, because I remember Lalit Modi sir telling us. When we won the World Cup, that you all are going to be, I'm going to make sure Indian cricket is going to the next level, and we are coming out with something called Indian Premier League, and it's going to be huge, which is used to always had this vision. So to be a part of that, and even thanks to Preeti Zinta and Nes Wadia and their Kings 11 Punjab, my contract as a fast bowler was, I think the first contract only was a very good contract for me. So, and I enjoyed, and I was very fortunate that I worked with Tom Moody sir, who was the coach. Sangakkara, Yuvraj Paji was the captain.
Jayawardene was also there.
Yeah, Jayawardene. We had a great team. So, and
Bretley.
Yeah, Bretley and me opening, crazy, and I was highest Indian wicket taker. I had the purple cap till the semi-finals, and then
Sohail Tanveer
and
took
Shane Warne took it. Shane Warne had 3 wickets, and Sohail Tanveer. So they both overtook me in the finals because we couldn't make it to the finals.
Now I can ask you this question in
Please.
2024. Amongst the teams, which one were you hoping buys you? Did you have any did you want to be a part of any team at all?
I wanted to be with Kings 11 Punjab because I always believe that Malayalis and Punjabis is something like... No, genuinely, I always had this thing called... And I love Punjabi music. I love even Raftar for the matter. At that time, I never knew him, but Raftar, then when I met him nowadays, it's nice to... how do I say? They are very entertaining. And all the soldiers at the border is either Punjabis or Malayalis. Most of them. So I think I always wanted to be there. Yeah. It was either Preeti Zinta or SRK. So it was like that. So huge fan of both, and I was fortunate to, thanks to my the Uthappa for introducing me to that circle in Bombay, and I always enjoyed that entertainment side also. So yeah, I wanted to be in a team which is entertaining.
I don't know if you've seen the Uthappa episode we've done on TRS.
I will.
He spoke about how he was going through a little bit of a tough time throughout his career.
Okay.
But it was especially tough pre-2011 World Cup and during the 2011. In terms of mental health. On the show, he said that people don't understand the kind of scrutiny you face as an Indian cricketer. And that can eat away a little bit. He was your captain at Kings 11 Punjab.
Yep.
And he was also the captain of your partying life a little bit. Did you know that this is happening with him internally?
That's what. He never showed the signs. Yeah. He was always that happy guy, and he always... I think Uthappa is somebody we can always look up to because nobody, that's what, we spoke about circumstances. He will never let the circumstance, I believe that, because whatever I have seen of him, he will never let you dig in. It is even the closest of circle, he will open up to maybe that very few, because I think something even I now, not now, it's been a while since I've believed that there is no room for sympathy. It should be inspiring. So I think he's a very inspiring person than a sympathetic personality. So I think Uthappa come across that, he's got that swag, he's got that jive, and he's got that, how do I say, the vibe. Jai was dancing, sorry, suddenly I remembered Uthappa jiving. So see, that's what happens, visualization. So yeah, he was this guy who always, and Uthappa is the first Indian cricketer who told me, when we played for I think Indian Airlines, we were in Bangalore, where he told me, Sreesanth, keep bowling like this and you will play for the country.
How was he as a teammate?
Brilliant. Uthappa is somebody who always had that control over me, that I always listen to Bajipa, Uthappa, and Sachin Paji for that matter. But obviously Sachin Paji is Sachin Paji. So I knew that if even to go to Sachin Baji or meet him off the field, he was very friendly and nice. But then I knew Uthappa, Ajit Bhai, Ajit Agarkar, and I'm a huge fan of Ajit Agarkar from school days. So all these people were very close to Sachin Baji. So I always wanted to be in that group where I wanted to just learn. Oh, what is these legends made of? What is that we are not doing what they are doing? So that's something which always fascinated me. I was always fascinated about how come they are so good? What is that they're doing? So in that way, Uthappa has always been that big brother to every individual. Yeah.
What was the answer to that question? How were they actually so good?
Patience, yeah, patience, and switch off, switch on. I think the best advice or something which I've got ever from all these legends are switch on, switch off. And that has helped me in the last few 5-6 years when I did the movies. It was more of switch on and switch off. So it was easy for me because when you go through whatever and when you come back, and it was, I think the best advice to an youngster is learn to switch on and switch off. That's something which is really missing in this generation.
I like how the Punjabi bros helped you switch off.
Big time.
Were they your bros like in the team?
Yes. See, for me, I will tell you, I am more of, I'm sure who is watching will agree. I was same with everybody. I am like this with you. I'll be like this with your directors. I'll be like this with my Sonu Bhai, my wife. Literally, I don't treat anybody very special. For me, everybody is special. I don't know why. I'm not trying to please anybody. That's something which I observed and learned from my dad. My dad is one of the simplest man I've known. And whenever I talk about him, it's like very difficult in the sense because he's seen everything. So my dad has always said, even he's the president of the country, even if someone is a doorman who's just opening the door, don't respect him for his position. Respect him for who he is, and speak to him. Don't change your way of behavior with different personalities. That's something which I've been doing. So when you ask me who is your besties or something, it's a very difficult answer. The only one person I can leave everything and go is Sachin Paji. Sachin Paji is something which I told you about my boost experiences. My dad used to shout at me, Sri, aur kitne kharidoge? So so the one person any day from the cricketing field I look up to even now. Even now when I call him or if he messages or something, I get up. So it's like that. So
What do you all talk about now?
I hardly see. That's what I'm saying. Sachin Paji is Sachin Paji. Last time when I spoke to him, it was some league was going on, and he did when I got retired. He was the first Indian cricketer. Uthappa everybody did, but then he actually his post is still in Insta, so he put a post for me on my retirement. So that was like a how do I say? BCC or ICC did that after Sachin Paji. So you know what I'm saying. So Sachin Paji is I don't talk and it's like not like that. But that's why I said Sachin Paji is for me. It's
for all of us.
Yeah, man. He's
a walking god.
Yes, absolutely. He's that person who man of few words, but he's so much fun. He's so much nice. He's a great human being. He helps a lot of people. He doesn't talk about it, and he's what that aura, yaar. He just walks in and you know that, wow.
Blessed soul.
Oh, unbelievable. And very, very, very blessed soul.
See, with T20, it's still an evolving game. Like it keeps changing a little bit. I feel in every 3-4 year segment, there's some change you see in T20. But in 2008 or even 2007, how did you all know what the game plan should be for 20 overs?
Oh, very good question. That's why the team management is for. That's why there is a coach, there is assistants, and as a person, you have a video analyst. At that time, I remember it was Ramki sir and DJ. 2011 World Cup, it was DJ, Dhananjay, who's with Mumbai Indians now. And I remember Ramki sir was then. And we get the videos, we get the analyst, go through every player, every batsman. For example, if I'm a bowler and I want to know the strengths and weakness of a player, I never looked at his strength. So that's something which I would love to say to the youngsters. Don't look at their best shots. Just look at their worst shots. Just when you get that ball in your hand, he's not the best at all. Respect him off the field. On the field, he's just a batsman under the helmet. You should have that faith and belief that I can get him out.
Was there anyone you were ever intimidated by?
Sachin Paji.
While bowling to him?
Even in the nets. And I always enjoyed bowling to Sachin Tendulkar, Sachin Paji in the nets, because once you bowl to Sachin Paji, and even if he gets beaten, or even if he leaves the ball, that means, oh, you're doing good. So I was very fortunate, bro. They always say, if you bowl to the best batsman and play against them, you become a better bowler. If you face the best bowlers, you become a better batsman. And I was just so fortunate. Sachin Paji, Virendra Sehwag, Uthappa, VVS Lakshman, Saurav Ganguly, Rahul Dravid. Man, these are the players I was bowling in the nets. So I never cared for all these pontings and chauntings and all that. Yeah. I used to always believe if I can get Rahul Bhai out, Mahela is 6 balls. If I can get Sachin Paji out, Lara Paji, left-hander का थोड़ा फर्क है वरना यार नहीं. So I had that, sorry, I'm not saying this ahangar part, because I had this immense belief that if God is with you and if you keep working hard, nobody can be against you, man. Just that immense faith and belief. I never hope for the best. That's something which I say. I believe if you have done your hard work, the so-called sacrifices that people say, you will come good. You got to believe that you can get wickets, you can score runs, you can take that brilliant catch, you can do that run out. Even if there's a movie scene, you got to believe. If you're prepared, I think the preparation is the key. As you rightly asked, even in the T20 World Cup, the preparation is the key. Once you're prepared, and if you're working on the process, as Dhoni Bhai always says, work on the process. It's something which been told to us from the school days.
Do you remember your first ever IPL seasons?
Yes.
Early games where you're kind of still figuring League T20?
Not really. I mean, see, we played that South Africa one day, just one T20, and then we went to the World Cup. We always knew what is happening, and something which I always believed is you don't need to have so many variations, you know. Even if you have just one in-swinger, and if you can use the crease and at different paces and different line and lengths, and know which batsman will face and which batsman is stronger, more than enough. Now they come out with slower balls, and yes, you can have variety. What I'm trying to tell the youngsters is, even if you have just one ball in your armory, have the faith, because there is something called variation of pace. It's not 145 to 110. It can be 145 to 138 to 133, 142. You can mix and match. You can bowl cutters. There is so much to learn. So in T20, I love white ball. I love red ball, because in red ball you get to experience more, because you have to be very patient, because batsman is not trying to hit you. You have to get the best out of the batsman and get him out. But in T20, there is so many. You know you'll get wickets here. Anybody who's trying to save runs, sorry, I mean, a lot of coaches might be against this. I think it's a fool. You should just get him out. You should get him out. It only takes one ball to get a batsman out. Always remember that. Always remember that. It just takes one ball to get the batsman out. And if you're worried about getting hit, you will keep getting hit.
How bored do you get when people bring up the Sreesanth takes it?
Never.
But there are these, see, I'll tell you why it happens from a fan perspective. There are these images of you we have in our head from some iconic moments. Okay. And I'm sure you get asked these questions a lot. I want to ask you about the 2008
please.
IPL also.
Yeah, please.
That whole thing with Bhajiba. I intend on asking him also when he's on the show.
Please.
What was happening in your head when it had just happened and that video had come out?
No, it was actually, I think if you look at it, it was a 30-second video or something, but media and all, it showed as if...
It became the biggest IPL news.
Yeah, unbelievable. So I will say Bhajipa, even now I address him as Bhajipa, and he's somebody who's always... I remember, I told you about Punjabi connection.
Yeah.
So one of my besties when I was growing up was Damanpreet Singh from Kochi. So DP Singh used to hug me before the game, and I used to get performance. That's something which I believed in. So even Bhajipa, I'm sure Bhajipa remembers very, very clearly. Whenever I had any important spell or something, or I'm not doing well, I used to go and hug Bhajipa. And somehow, it is just that memory, maybe the vibration or maybe the positivity which he's got and all the Paji's got. I used to always get the performance out. So when that incident happened, I was just shocked. I didn't cry because of the pain. It was because of heart. I just thought, Bhajipa, aise, no chance. I couldn't take the fact that he would do it. And I was not worried about who's watching. So that was maybe the kid in me. It was an younger brother. If an elder brother is, shouting and he had all the right, because before the game, he had actually told me that don't go overboard with your aggression against us. But then when I get a white ball or red ball, I am Sreesanth. The God's been kind. I have to run in hard and give my best to the team. I don't see whether it's who is inside the helmet. I only see a guy who's standing there, and I want to get wickets for my team. So maybe that's, I will not say regret, but the only thing I will say is, how do I say? That was the first year. You said it takes a few matches to understand this is your own teammates playing against each other. Maybe that took some time, because I played even a tennis ball game, even with my brothers, like a proper war. So maybe
Expected.
yeah. So Bajipa's, that incident for me it was more of an eye opener. That's the way I say. I'm actually, I shouldn't be saying it was his fault or my fault. I think it was mutual. We are brothers. We have grown much above that, and I'm in fact grateful that that kind of moments happened in my life, because that made me who I am today, because I came to know more about Bajipa. And yeah, Bajipa is class. Yeah, I mean, Bajipa is a very supportive guy. Even now, when all this even at the broadcasting, he's somebody who really helps me. Even when I went to the WTC World Test Championship, I was completely new to this broadcasting. I had just done IPL, and when I went there, Bajipa is the one who really literally told me what to do, how to do. So I am genuinely grateful, because he always calls me and messages me. He speaks to my kids and wife. So that one-off incident maybe happened for a good reason. I never question an incident which happened in my life or anybody's life, because that incident made us who we are.
See, in our eyes as fans, we remember Sreesanth as very
Even
emotional.
now when I do well or something, and I do play these legends and all these retirement leagues and stuff. So I played. When I showed now I don't really show my aggression. Because I'm a father, I'm an husband. First it was only a son part and a brother part. So obviously I need to be much more calm. And
Shan.
because see, when I was playing, this is something which I would love to say. When I was playing, I was Shri. Now I am Shant.
Nice, nicely put.
Absolutely.
After that incident, that night only you guys spoke?
Oh, night? Same evening when he came to the dressing room and said, Shri, that was just happened in that zone. Forget it. But then the media and the IPL and everybody made it so much big. In fact, I would love to share this with the people that there was this Nanavati commission where we were in Ahmedabad, and me and Bajipa, in fact, had breakfast together before the commission. In fact, we were supposed to go separately and tell our story. And
This incident only.
For this incident. And then, in fact, I am the one who was crying and telling them not to do anything, any harsh decision on Bajipa. And Bajipa also knows about it. I am the one who was actually crying and saying, don't make any harsh decision. And sir, please, sir, India needs him. And we have to play together again. All that I remember. It was in Ahmedabad. And rest is history here. I mean, then I ended up playing, and in fact, after that, me and Bajipa was batting against New Zealand, where he scored 200s. 100, he was at, I think, 28, and I was on 0. And he ended up scoring 100. And a lot of my friends were saying, will you make him run out? Seriously. So I was like, bro, we are playing for the country. I won't even do that in a tennis ball game. So, you know how friends are.
I am very curious about Kochi, Tuskers, Kerala.
Oh man, I am too. They have to pay a lot of money.
Really?
Still they haven't.
They owe you money?
You should get Muralidharan sir. You should get Mahela and all in your show. They will only tell you. No one has got paid.
They owe all the cricketers of that squad money. It was a very iconic squad, by the way.
Yeah, man. Maculam.
Jadeja was also there?
Jadeja.
You.
A lot of people, yeah. I mean,
you were the face of it because of Kerala.
Then Rafi Vincent Gomes, who got Callis out, and he's from Kerala. He played for Sahara, and then he played for Rajasthan Royals. He played for Kochi Tuskers.
So you're not paid from that phase?
No, please, guys. BCC has literally paid you, I think. Please pay us. Anyway, whenever you're paying 18% interest every year.
Wow. But full salary.
I said, बच्चे का शादी जब होगा तब तक तो pay कर देना.
Seriously, this is an active thing in the cricket.
No one has, because the team was supposed to be 3 years. The team got terminated in the first year. I think no one has spoken about it. Very good question. See, you asked the right questions. So, not a single international cricketer is actually talking for it or asking for it obviously.
Because रात गई बात गई.
नहीं
ये नहीं.
ये नहीं हो सकता. ये रात गई बात गई हो सकता. Because it is deserving.
ये
Because
पैसा चाहिए.
because the next year we all got separated to different teams, right?
Yeah.
So when we got separated to different teams, अभी भी कभी भी मिलते हैं ना, whenever we meet, they ask me, because I am from Kochi, they say, Shri, बात करना. मैं बोला मैं क्यों बात करूँगा. सिर्फ मैं ही मिला.
Very iconic jersey, but too iconic.
Bro, I'm telling you, today, that too, Hanuman, it was like a proper, it was a typical Kochi Tuskers jersey.
So nice. Purple and orange.
Arey, man, orange is my favorite.
Yeah,
it's
same.
Yeah, I love orange, yeah.
Same. Orange is my favorite color. Because it's dominant aggression. You know, that's what does a color say to you?
Okay.
Like, for example, what does blue say to you? It usually says calm.
Yeah, white and, yeah.
Right? White says peace. Yellow says happy. Orange says dominant aggression.
No wonder.
Like a volcano, lava.
Listen, na? Yeah, actually. Sun, rising sun.
Yeah. It has the power, but it's not red. Red is,
Anger.
yeah,
Proper
and
aggression.
passion. This is passion.
So when I was playing, I was red. That's why I was playing for Kings
Kings
11
11 Punjab. And KTK.
KT. Oh, yeah, KTK is nice.
How was it having a Kerala team?
Bro, I don't know that I should be saying it. See, I expressed my happiness in Kings 11 Punjab when the team got announced, yeah. So I didn't get a game after that, bro. I didn't get a single game after that. I never played for Kings 11 Punjab after that, because the team was announced in between the IPL and there were, I think, 4 or 5 matches left. So obviously I was just, as I said in 2007, when you asked about Greek Chapel also, I said I was overexcited, I was in that zone. So the moment Kochi team got announced, I was like, oh yeah, yes. And when the interview, people asked me, he said, I'm looking forward. I didn't even think about, will Kings allow me, because they had the first objection, will the team take me? I just said, Kerala is the team, you are going to win. Bouncer. So the next 4-5 games, I was not just sitting out. In fact, I was not even sitting out. I was sitting and watching it from top. Can you beat it? So, that was my big experience before the KTK. And once the match started, we defeated everybody, man. We started slow.
Sanjay Bangar was the coach?
Yeah, Sanjay Bangar was the bowling coach. Jeff Lawson was the head coach.
Right.
Brilliant team, yeah. I mean, I remember Shah Rukh Bhai, because see, at the end of the day, we are huge movie freaks and movie fans, right? So, in one of the best stadiums to play cricket, Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, we are almost close to 1 lakh people watching you. So that match, I think 263 tickets, if I'm not wrong, I had taken for my cousins and friends. They flew from US, they flew from Australia, just because I'm Malayali and there is a Kochi team playing against SRK, like Kolkata Knight Riders, and I was opening the bowling. And I still remember Amma, if you're watching, Amma, didn't wash her cheeks for 2 days, I think. Shah Rukh Bhai came, hugged and kissed her, and Amma was like, yay! So it was like, and it was on the big screen. So my dad was like, मेरे से तो puppy लेते नहीं, Shah Rukh से ले लिया. So it was like, Amma, love you. Amma will shout at me now. Why did you say that?
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
We all love Kochi Tuskers Kerala memories.
We all love SRK also. It's nice.
Yeah.
Shah Rukh.
Was there an extra part of your heart that was playing for KTK?
100%, bro.
Like you were like, I'm representing my land.
Because see, all my life I've been, I can say, anything below Bombay was more like Madrasi. I've been hearing it from the time I was playing under 13s to under 14s to under 16s, under 19s. But then when we had the Kochi team, it was like playing for the country again. It's like, in Kerala, there is this thing called, when you hear the name India or Bharat, we should be full of Abhiman, right? But when you hear the name Kerala, your blood should boil. Kerala manna peru kettal tilakkanam chora nyerambugallil. It's like that. So the moment I had a team, I was like, sabko harana hai. Team kya bana hai? What a team we have. Brendan McCullum, Mahela Jayavardhana captain. What a team we had, man. Jadeja, we had Vinay Kumar. At that time he was as an all-rounder. He had just played the World Cup. We had a great team. So it was wonderful. Yes, you are right. When I was running in, In fact, I had a niggle, I had a side strain, but still, I never complained. I was bowling at 140, 145s. I still have the best spell in IPL for Kochi Tuskers. In fact, in the complete IPL, it was, I think, against, in fact, Viru Bhai gave me a maiden. I bowled a maiden over to Viru Bhai. Warner, I got him off the first bowl.
Delhi
Daredevils versus Kochi Tuskers. My whole family was on the stands. Man, that was a crazy memory. Thank you. It was, I think, 4 overs, 7 or 9 for 2. I got David Warner out first bowl of the match. And I think Naman Oja played a flick shot and caught it mid-wicket.
Going back to my childhood, hearing all these names and
No.
KTK memories. See, at least it gave us memories.
But thank you. See, that's what I said. If you ask about tennis ball game without asking, I might end up saying,
fair.
thank you.
I wish I could remind you of the money also in a nice way. Here.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Kochi Tuskers, we were all sold for a lot of money. And then Rajasthan Royals took us different teams. So whatever the balance, what BCCI told us or what Kochi Tuskers was telling us was that whatever the balance for the next 2 years will be given by Kochi Tuskers. But then Kochi Tuskers won the case against BCCI or something. They got a lot of money, not us. It's okay. It's okay. Life is moved on. No, we are not asking any money. Muralidharan sir and Mahela, everybody is asking, not me. I am happy. Love you.
See? Proud Malayali. Played for KTK. Okay,
it's okay. We defeated all of you.
Okay, moving on.
Yes,
little
please.
Forward. I ask this to a lot of former cricketers because current cricketers can't answer this question directly.
Okay.
Which is that, is the mega auction little frustrating?
No.
You don't mind it?
No. Because see, you should be always open for new opportunities. Every exit is an entry somewhere else. So don't get comfortable being comfortable. So sometimes you might be surprised and happy to know that sometimes the new circumstance and new place might be the best place for you. So a mega auction for me, it's an opportunity for a lot of so-called superstars and iconic players to explore new horizons. So they should welcome it rather than be shocked or upset about it. I know I agree about that 4 people family, but bro, I mean, how many people have except Virat? I don't see anybody or Dhoni bhai. Everybody is in every team. So what is this all fuss about? I mean, I think you should be extremely grateful that you're getting an opportunity in the mega auction. Because after I made a comeback, I was in the auction twice till the end and then I was not picked. I'm talking now, but then that's how life is. So you should be so happy that there's mega auction because there are so many other pools, so many other youngsters who's watching, and Indian Premier League is such a huge, not just for Indian, everybody, not just from a cricket point of view, from a sports point of view, from entertainment point of view. I would love to see the mega auction. I can't wait to talk about it once it starts broadcasting in our channel.
Can we talk about this whole comeback and that phase?
Yes, please.
I don't even know where to begin this because I have a lot to say from my heart about this. I followed your career very closely because that was my phase of growing up. So I've literally seen your debut series. I've seen you play for Kings 11 Punjab, KTK.
Thank you.
Bro, we used to root for you.
Oh, thank
Honestly,
you.
like
I used to bowl fast. Yeah, thank you.
It was just very good to see that level of passion in someone who was playing for the country. It wasn't just Kerala that was cheering for you.
Yeah, I appreciate. Thank you.
Okay, and before I say whatever else I'm going to say and before I ask you questions, I just want to definitely say that I hope you in your heart and knowing you through the time I've spent with you, I think you have healed a lot.
Absolutely.
I don't like what life did to you in that phase, and sometimes you can't question the universe's will.
I am somebody who's, if it has happened, it's for good or maybe a greater things. So
It was not nice to see that happen to S. Sreesanth.
Surely.
From the outside, as a viewer, as a fan, even when this whole thing got announced, that whole RR controversy and all, when your name got associated, I remember this very clearly. We had all these cricket groups on WhatsApp. Everyone's like, "Nee, Sreesanth, we highly doubt, this involved in this in any way."
No,
Because people knew your character.
the best answer to this will be like something which now, if you had asked me this is maybe 9 years before or 8 years before, I would have started getting in a different zone altogether. But now I've got into that phase where, again, I have to quote my dad, because my dad always says, see, tough times will come, right? So I don't blame, so one of my very close cousin or friends, I can say, he said, "अरे तुझे कौन पैसे देगा? तू तो वैसे भी रन देता है." That's how he was more. That's a kind of. So I said, they run deta hai, but yeah, your economy is. I said, bro, I run in and I go for wickets, not saving runs. So if you're looking at saving runs, I'm not the bowler. I go to run in hard and give my very best and try and get wickets. Even that over, which so-called controversial over, if I start explaining, it will be very clear to the world. In fact, the so-called scenario they put me on the accusation was, it took me 2.5 years to get a clean sheet. And after I got the clean sheet, I had to fight against BCCI for 4 years, which no cricketer has done ever before. I had to literally bring the best of the best people. The case was for 10 lakhs or something. And I had to literally, I don't want to take the money out, but then crores and crores of rupees were spent on lawyers and moving around just to be back on the field when the whole world is against you. Very few people were there, the close ones, and like the way you said it, few people who messaged me, and there were occasions where they even said, I don't even know him. So from that phase to even sitting here in TRS, I'm really grateful. I'm very proud. And genuinely, what I meant to say is your growth is brilliant. So everybody goes through that phase. And if you really want me to specifically say about that over, I told you I'm more like Uthappa. I don't like to go back. I always think ahead. But because this is a platform where I can, something which I said in one of those very old interviews, the accusation was for 14 plus runs in 1 over. If you follow cricket, my first 4 balls went for 5 runs. There was not a single no ball. There was not a single wide. Not even an attempt to give runs. If it is so called fixed. Who was on strike? Gilchrist and Sean Marsh. And the boundary which he hit was on the rise. And that too, I was coming after by 12 surgeries. I have, right, even now, I have got rods on both my big toes. And I know my dad said, if you start explaining, then you don't need to explain. I'm just making sure, people know what I went through and what exactly the case is. Even there were channels I can sue. The channel showed a no ball which I bowled maybe 3 or 4 games before that. And they showed the close-up saying that Sri bowled a no ball, which is completely, how do I say, if somebody wants to pinpoint certain things and destroy somebody, I don't know why I was made that, but then all I can say is...
You were made that because media loves watching a hero fall.
Yeah, but media forget the fact that, like your tattoo, I'm a phoenix bird. I fell, but I never believed in staying down. I waited patiently. You asked me about cricket. I think something which I really developed was patience. So something like everybody doubts you. You don't start explaining things. Take your time. Okay, where did I go wrong? Did I go wrong? No. Now, whom should I prove? Nobody but you. Okay, only you? No. Your mom, dad, who believes in you. Only? No. Your dear ones, your brother, your sisters, my nephews, my niece were literally abused. In temples, they were not allowing my parents to come. So, whom should I prove it for? Literally, even including you, as you said in the WhatsApp group, I had to prove it not just for me. I had to prove it to the entire world who had doubted me or believed in me. So, it took me 2.5 years. And... getting back, and the overs was only 13 runs. So there is no case. There is no accusation. If it is not 14 plus runs, and if you are only given 13 runs, there is no case. And it happened on 9th May, And I was picked up on 16th May morning. Why? My question is why? My question is, who is there who wanted so badly that? And the worst part I should say is that when I saw my mum, dad, and that too, I was in Delhi cell, bro. Delhi cell was the terrorist ward. After winning 2 World Cups and being who you are, I'm just trying my very best not to cry or not get emotional because my kids are watching and I wanted to be as brave as possible because I genuinely don't believe in sympathy. I just want to make it very clear. I want to be an inspirational figure than a sympathetic figure. I'm just saying it, making sure again that this is going to be the last time I'm going to talk about it. Maybe you might see it in some series or maybe in later, but I will never talk about it ever. So one thing I want to say is very clear is that made that person who I am. And my parents, my dad had a severe attack. My mom lost her left leg, my knee, so many things happened across my family. But the best part was nobody told me anything, And the worst part is I couldn't show a single, I couldn't even cry. I couldn't even show that I am going through in front of anybody because I had to put that strong face in the house. But I am so grateful that there were so many people who actually came home the day I came out of the hell. I went to Sabrimala. In fact, you speak about manifestation. Even when I was in jail, I used something called Neuro-Linguistic Program, NLP, where I just saw myself going to Sabrimala. And Sabrimala is one god, Swami Sharanam I keep saying, one god where if you're truthful, he will be there for you. And nothing will stop you. That's why I kept saying, when God is with you, nobody can be against you. In fact, on 45th day after my arrest or whatever, I went to the Sabrimala because I visualized it. I had that belief. I went to Sabrimala, I came back. I told my mom and dad, don't worry. What if there is no cricket? God's been kind, thanks to you all. I got singing, I got dancing. I'll do something, don't worry. But I need to prove myself. So that my dad said, Shri, you don't need to prove anything. You don't need to prove anything. You are the fourth kid in the family and I will take care of you. You don't need to prove, you don't need to earn. Just be home. They were so scared. They were, obviously, there are so many things going through the mind. There are so many things written in media. So they were in that zone where maybe I'll run away. Maybe I might end up being in the wrong side, or maybe I'll take some tough decisions. They were even scared of sending me out of the house. But for some reason, maybe that God or somebody deep inside me kept on telling me that don't you give up. Maybe the angel, my 2 angels, which was unborn, were praying then, because I believe in all that. So I'm just grateful that, the only thing was, I had this thing that when my daughter was born, my case got over. When my son was born and, my daughter started going to school, that's when my ban got lifted. Then happened and I couldn't play. So then I had 2 more years of a lot of hard training to make sure I'm fit again. So the only thing which I was looking forward was when they Google me, it should be good things and inspirational things rather than a sad story. So that's something which I always believe that I can and I will, because imagine a person with so much power and after winning 2 World Cups going through this. That means anything can happen to anybody in seconds. So I just wanted to, that's why even I'm telling this story, because that didn't stop me. Yes, it put doubts in me. I had a lot of deep, bad thoughts. I was full of rage. But then I ruled that survivable phase with something which I told you earlier. I think that is only because of, I think the right word is my angels, man. My angels protected me. My wife, I'm so grateful to her, Bhuneshwari, Nainji, I call her, that they stood by me. The complete Shekhawat family stood by me. when everybody was disrespecting me and doubting me, they came. In fact, Bharat jata hai unke udhar. In fact, Bharat came to Kochi, got married. When I won bail, who gets married on bail? Nobody. No family, no father is going to allow her daughter to get married to a person. Apparently, the way they were calling me in media channels was Deshdrohi. So I had to prove it. There were so many media who said I confess. I never confessed. Just let me be very clear, because there was no confession. I fought against it. I always kept writing, refusal to sign. I don't know why the media was showing it. The moment I came out, the rage was that I wanted to, what do you call it, go against every media and say. But I don't know, man. I'm a huge Shiv slave from the time I was born. So in Tihar also, there was this Shivji ka Murti. Gopal Gandhi sir was there, and sir said, just keep doing dhyan. Something which my grandmother used to make me do when I was a kid. I just got close to God again. I just said, I will go to Shabrimala, and I started doing chants. I started Shivam Shivakaram Shandam Shivatmanam Shivottamam Shivamarga. I will end up crying now. So Shivamarga Pranadaram Pranadosmi Sadashivam. So I just kept on saying it, and God's been kind there. I am so grateful that I didn't give up. That's something which I want to tell the world, that life is beautiful here. Life is a beautiful journey. Even when you ask about Bajipa or even this incident, something which should never happen to anybody. Thanks to Kerala Cricket Association. Thank you very much to every individual, and especially to, how do I say, the selectors who was there, who gave me an opportunity. And Sanju was the captain, Sachin Baby, Tinu Yohanan was the coach. Ramji sir, MRF Ramji sir used to send me training schedules to keep myself fit, even when I was banned, I used to be in touch. I used to say, sir, kabhi bhi mera, I'll play, sir, I'll play. So he had the immense belief. He didn't need to give me advanced training, because I wanted to be up to date when it comes to training. And he kept on sending me, and all that motivated me, man. And I can't say thanks to but genuinely thanks to I got the 2 years where I could get fitter, better, and be ready for that opportunity. And I'm proud to say, when I got that opportunity for Kerala, 8 years later I get to play, and 8th ball I got the wicket in Wankhede Stadium for Kerala. And I cried when I got that wicket. I was like, oh my God. It was like as if I got my first World Cup. It was huge for me. And I remember hugging Sanju and literally crying, and Sachin Baby was there. Team was, even when I got the Kerala cap, I was crying. I was like, it was huge moments for me.
Fan opinion?
Yes, please.
We're all proud of
And I thank you very much. Till now I have not cried. I don't want to cry again.
And it's okay if you do, bro.
No, but I'm just saying, because it's like this. The other day I was watching this flick, and it says even one tear is equal to millions of dreams. So it should be very valuable.
When we were sitting outside, I was internally very, very glad that you're in my house.
Okay, thank you.
Because definitely there's a cricket fan in me that's seen you play, but as a media person, I understand, I have an idea at least of what you went through in terms of brand image. And I can't tell you the level of respect I have for you for going through what you went through. And
That's, yep.
Go on, bhai.
No. That's something when I, I don't know that I should be quoting, but even the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, I was fortunate that I got a seat for assembly, and I had my father-in-law and my wife and all pushed me, and I had stood elections in Kerala in 2016. So I remember Modi ji came to the stage, and obviously during the election campaigning, he said something on this regard. He said, I have immense respect for Sreesanth, and you need a leader like him, because he's not run away from his responsibility, and he fought his battle, not running away. And that's something I'm so proud of. So thank you, yaar. I mean, you just reminded me, and thanks to Modi ji also, because even thanks to everybody. And in fact, Shashi Tharoor sir is the first person who actually told in media the third day from the incident that I don't believe Sreesanth is capable of doing it, because I know him personally, and he's somebody who runs in hard and gives his best. So thank you for reminding.
Now there's reels made about you where there are lines like, if this guy had got those
Oh.
years, we would have seen the monster that we couldn't
Played
see.
under Virat and yeah.
Yeah, right. That's the dream that you should have been a part of. Kohli's test team.
I had told if I had got to play under Virat, I would have won a couple more World Cups.
Oof.
I had told, and a lot of people said, "Did you mean it?" I said, "Yes, absolutely. I meant it," because he's that person who would have given me, I think, more freedom. Dhoni Bhai used to give me freedom, but he used to control me. It was good, but then in some way I felt when I saw Virat the way he was leading, he's more of that scorpion brother. So I think, yeah, we would have made a. I don't know, never know. In future, let him score all those hundreds and break all the records, and maybe when he plays Legends, so some tournament somewhere in future, maybe, or maybe some exhibition match, I might end up playing with him. Let's see. It will be good.
You followed cricket properly in those years?
Honest truth, 3 years, I just stayed away, man. Just stayed away.
Didn't watch a match.
Just stayed away. I stayed away because of one simple reason. I kept on asking why me. You know, if you're at fault, I would have never asked. But I knew a lot of things inside, and I was like, all these are fine. Why me? So there is so much of conspiracy behind that also.
Can I say something as a fan? This is not a reflection of what Sreesanth is saying, and he's not told me to say this before. This is just fan opinion. I think you were scapegoated.
To a next level, bro. To a next level, because I think somebody in some power wanted somebody who's powerful to be removed.
Yeah.
So maybe. So I can't be saying it, but yeah, even I've got threads from people who
Actually were at fault.
maybe, yeah. But
Even-
then I never see. They all thought that aggressive Sreesanth who watches on TV. No, I'm not that person off field. I will fight for my rights, but I will not fight for no reason. And yeah, if there is nine Safi, I will fight. Otherwise, I'm genuinely happy for every individual who's doing well. Sometimes I see that in this generation that there's something called competition. That's what they say. You know, there is too much of competition. I would love to share this with you and everybody that
Go for it.
there is no competition. You know, if you look at it, if you keep improving yourself, if you're good at something, there is no competition, because no matter how you compete, you are capable of certain things. Your desires might be few, but you deserve much better. But sometimes what you dream of is not what you're genuinely capable of. You might be much more capability will be there, but then you forget the fact that you have that power inside you. So don't worry about the competition. That will be taken care by itself. I think you just got to keep that routine check. Keep doing that work ethics right. Nothing is difficult, bro. Life is one of the most easiest and beautiful journey ever. I'm not talking this from a spiritual point of view. In my personal life, whatever tough times, good times, bad times, World Cup victories, lows, pressure situation, no. All this will make you the person who you are today. And I will never appreciate anybody who blames circumstance. Even I have done that when I was growing up. Blaming the selector, blaming the captain, blaming anybody and everybody except you. Don't even blame yourself. That is all. You are doing it to say the world, I am the best, but I was not given an opportunity. No. Be so good at you, whatever you do. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you.
Robin Bhai was on the show last week.
Oh, he's one of the most motivational, inspirational personality. Robbie is more of, how do I say, I remember 2007, we spoke about it, and Robbie used to have this Bible, and he used to do the prayers before the game.
Wow.
He used to hold hands, and he had this, oh dear Lord, give us strength and the courage. Yeah, he's a very spiritual and religious guy.
He spoke very openly on that episode.
Oh, okay. I will surely watch it. I have to watch it. I saw the glimpses because he put the story and so
I asked him if he has these kind of conversations even with his cricket bros. He says that yeah, sometimes, but all in all, the nature of cricket is such in our country, because it's so competitive and so many people, that some insecurity creeps in to the dressing rooms also.
I think it's more of managers, not individuals.
You're saying that chai se zyada ketli garam, like the people around the
See,
cricketers.
nothing against agents or managers. I still believe an agent and manager should be more humble and more wiser than the celebrity or so-called celebrity, as I say. Sometimes all the managers and agents tells the world and portray that individual as a arrogant personality sometimes, because if I am calling you directly, you will answer the call, and if your manager, if I am calling your manager and the manager says, or you vice versa, I strongly believe that person should be like you or like me. What I meant to say is that whoever he is managing,
Is an extension of you.
yeah, sometimes that's where that agent or manager might tell you, okay, oh man, this guy is good, huh? He's coming up. Make sure, huh? How many overs can he bowl? He's fast, huh? Be careful. No. I believe that guy should be saying, bro, did you see him? He's fast, man. He's really quick, huh? I think just go and ask him, man, what are the workouts? What does he eat? I think you both should work each other. I think imagine you both playing for the country and winning matches for the country. See, I'm getting goosebumps. So that is something which I been telling the youngsters in Kerala, that don't compete. Help each other. Share your knowledge. If you're good at something, share it. Then you will get to know. Now, if you and me are doing the same thing, the same way, you might be better, I might be better. But imagine we both are better. Then the people who's against us will be at fault. So they will get defeated. So I think that is my way of thinking.
There's more Sreesanth and Zair Khan combos to be made
Yeah, sure.
in this country. But you're right in terms of, when...
But Sahir bhai, I'm more like Rohit. I don't compare. I think whoever is watching youngsters, especially fast bowling or whichever sport or arts, be your own version. Be you. Get inspired. Get motivated. But be you. And there is so much to achieve, man. I am telling you again, not from the spiritual kind of way. Life is not short. Please don't say this word. I know a lot of philosophers might say, no, life is short. Enjoy it to the fullest. Life is a beautiful long journey. If life was short, I was dead in 2013. I wouldn't be sitting here. He wouldn't be sitting here. Nobody will be. Life is a beautiful long journey. Have faith in your dreams. Just because you failed in one business or one sport or one art doesn't make you a failure. You go to search for that thing which you are capable of. So I believe life is a beautiful journey and you should enjoy every moment. And if it is teaching you, learn. Don't be in a hurry to move on. Like if somebody knocks you down, people say get up. Something I learned from Tim Grover during those I was doing online sessions with him. You know what he says? Don't get up. Stay down. Look back and see, why did he put you down? What was his strength that put you down? Why are you down? Be patient. Wait. When you know, okay, that was the strength or that was your mistake, learn from it, then get up. If you get knocked out, get up, you will get knocked out again. Be patient. So, yeah.
Okay. Shri bhai, I can talk to you for hours.
Same here, man.
Honestly, like, I'm very, very grateful
Thank you.
that you gave us this time. We didn't even talk about like modern cricket and all because there was a lot I had to tell you as a fan. The thing is, in a YouTuber's career, when you start meeting celebrities, the actual podcast I look forward to are the cricket ones.
Oh, thank you. I'm grateful that I took up the sport.
No, bro. Like, I mean,
my elder brother used to play the sport. He never got the support from my family. But then, I ended up playing, and Dibuchadan was always like, he used to always tell me when he was going out, he used to always say, Cheta, take me. No, bro, I'm going to meet Gavaskar. I'm going to Gavaskar's house. Gavaskar? Bro. Then suddenly he will say, I'm going to Kapil Dev's house, even Richard's house. So now I tell brother, boy. And the last WTC which we spoke, I made a video call when Gavaskar sir was such a sweet person. He was having food. I just told him, sir, my brother is a huge fan, and he allowed me to take the video call. And I made my brother talk to Gavaskar for the first time ever. And Dupchetan was like, don't give me shock, man. I'll get attacked. So, yeah. So, because you told me about this, I thought I will share that cricket ka part. The reason why I took up cricket very seriously was my brother. I wanted to bowl faster than my elder brother. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. And ended up winning World Cups, yeah.
Sreesanth takes it.
Oh. God's grace.
You've given us a lot of memories, bro.
Thank you.
You've been a part of core memories for
Many, many more.
countless Indian fans.
Just the start, trust me.
Yeah. And I hope we're able to manifest that, passing on of commentary where India wins another World Cup and your commentary.
Maybe this year. Guys, please, everybody should just... One thing before, we finish, I
Please
just want to
go
say
for
to
it,
the people, whatever team the selectors and BCCI decides on, let's support that. Let's not have debate on why he's not there, why he's not there. Let's have a lot of positive spirits and positive energy to that team which India represents. Don't go with individualistic love. Let's love the country for once. Anyway, IPL, you do individualistic civil, like the
Civil
Avengers, Civil War. But when India is playing, it's an humble request from, me and my friend circle and my dear ones. Please, let's cheer and send positive vibrations and positive vibes to the Indian cricket team. And I'm telling you, if we do that and no more debates, India is going to win the World Cup. Not just once. The kind of team we have, we should be winning every World Cup.
I want to take a grenade full of positive vibes and throw it at Hardik Pandya's feet.
Please.
Kaboom.
No, again, good you talk. I mean, we didn't have much time, but Hardik, all the best, man. Don't worry. Yeah. The whole world will be with you when you win that cup.
Yeah.
And Rohit and everybody, don't worry. It's Ravi Shastri says something like Topi Masters. When you're doing good, they wear the topi like this. When you're not doing good, the topi is like that. So, but you don't change.
Yeah. Any last line you want to say in Malayalam?
Malayalam, fingers crossed, I genuinely hope few more Malayali cricketers comes to the country national squad in cricket and every other sport and arts or whatever and in whichever field. Adichu poliganam. Okay? Adichu poliganam. And when you play for the country, it's not just Malayalis, it's India.
Woohoo! Sreesanth in the house, baby.
Thank you.
Sreesanth, bhai, thank you. Appreciate you a lot. Don't have to say anything more than what I've said in the course of this episode.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for your time, brother.
Anytime.
And I hope God makes us meet again.
We will.
Thank you.
Jai Shri. Thank you.
That was the episode for today. As a cricket fan from that era, this is an episode I've wanted to do for a very long time. Everything that I said to Sreesanth on this particular episode, I meant it. It's been sentences and thoughts that have been cooking inside me for years now. If you've truly watched Sreesanth up close, you know the fire, the passion, the emotion he brought to the team. It's the privilege of my life that I get to talk to my childhood heroes. It's the privilege of my life that I get to make cricket podcasts. I hope you as cricket fans are enjoying this genre of TRS because these are the episodes I enjoy the most. I get to learn so much about one of my favorite things in our realm, which is the sport of cricket. It's only getting started. Lots more cricketers are going to be on the show very, very soon. What I will request you to do is follow Sreesanth on all his social media handles. They're linked down below. Lots of love to you guys. Cricket podcasts are only just getting started on TRS. We will be back very soon.